Hey guys, my name's Alex, I'm the composer behind Infinitrap, and today we are going to be just doing a little bit of a playthrough and seeing how far I can get before I go completely insane. Now I'm not very good at this game, I mean, I'm a music writer, not someone who's a pro gamer, but I do enjoy it. So anyway, the mission is see how far we can get and hopefully keep everyone entertained along the way. So here we go. Right, so if I die on level 1, that's always a bad thing, so I've got to kind of avoid that. So first of all, I'm going to pass level 1 without dying, which is to be expected by most people. But, you know, it's not always the easy thing in the world. So anyway, here we go. Level 2 is where things heat up a little bit. Now we've had a couple of, we've got this game is now available on Xbox, Linux, a couple of other places as well. So we've added these televisions to the game so that people can see how to do certain things. So for example, to jump, we do this, and we can do that, and we can learn from our experiences. Now we can also jump out of that, so we just continue going in that direction. I like to spam the space bar like a lemon. So anyway, so we've got crouch, so we can show how to avoid different projectiles, which is handy considering projectiles are coming our way, coming through the corridor. So we don't want to get hit by those. Now this is a checkpoint, if you haven't seen the game before, so checkpoint's pretty cool. Also, you can step on the bugs, which is really cool. I love that. That's a great little thing that's been thrown in there. Now you can also do a running jump, so you can slide using the Z key as it is here, and you can also jump out of that to give yourself a little bit more air on the jump, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was something which wasn't in the game before a couple of patches ago, but it's made the game a lot easier for people like me who are not very good at the game. Now this is a level which I find quite hard. So basically what the aim is to try and survive and try not to get myself killed. Now what happens is as soon as I go in there, a boulder is spawned and I have to avoid that. But it's not just as simple as just avoiding that, because the boulder thing can kind of sort of predict where you're going to be, at least in terms of the game designer has made it so that he's predicted where everything is. Now, I believe that the boulders are going to go down here now and disappear, or down the edge, so they're no longer a threat, which is pretty cool. So they can go over the ground while there's ground there. The main aim for me is to not get myself killed and to get through here. Now, I've got to avoid this little trap, which will open that there, and basically there are little things like you always... Oh, no, damn it. There are things like that key which appear where you start thinking, oh, okay, I wonder if I can get some of the additional stuff. It's like, very often with Infinitrap, when you go for the harder mission, you end up paying with your life. Oh, got to keep getting those coins. Now the coins now give you a little bit more health and a little bit more survivability if you're going to get hit by things, but they don't survive when it comes to traps. I was doing that to demonstrate, not because I'm a terrible player. No, I am a terrible player, just ignore me. So anyway, I'm going to try and get through this. So as you can tell, I'm not particularly good at the game, but it will basically give me the ability to avoid being killed by some of these things. Now one thing you may have noticed is that when Jack dies, his body continues to exist in the same spot. So if I actually walk over the body now like that, I can utilise the body to get over obstacles, which is really good. And one of the things is, the more times you die, the more bodies you leave behind. I don't think there's a limit on it. And also your deaths are counted there, which is pretty cool like that, so that's pretty cool. Also the wizard is number 1, by the way, although there may be another explorer somewhere down the line, but that won't be there until Infinitrap 2, the search for more hamsters. So yeah, these are skeletons, they give us a bit of information. As Jack approached the skeleton, a howling wind rattled its bones to life. Hello, stranger! A talking skeleton? No, you'll have plenty of time to get used to that, I'm sure. What do you mean? I mean, you'll be spending eternity in this dungeon. With me? I don't think so. I have a cup to find. I think Hijack's like American, I think, because he's from Ohio. But I'm not good at American accents. Oh, so you'll be back. But he's a skeleton, so he's not Jack. Or is he? Who knows? Anyway, you'll always come back. Anyway, so, yeah, what we've got to do is we've just got to find out what we've got to do. So, most items can be picked up by walking over. So this will give us some information. Now these little boxes can be pushed over things, which is really quite useful. So we can utilize them to get from A to B to C to D, like so. So a little bit easier. Go and get that. Jump over. Nothing particularly threatening there, and we'll just have a little look through here. So most of these levels were designed by Yannick and Steph. I think all of them were designed by Yannick and Steph because my level design is really, really terrible. That and I didn't really do a lot of work on that. I spent most of my time doing the music, which is pretty terrible itself. And where are we? Just gonna have to go through here. Oh, very tricky there, Yannick. With those little arrows coming down. I didn't see them coming. Now these little timers basically increase the time that I've got left to do the mission. So my main aim is to not die at these points. So I'm going to run and I'm going to grab that. I'm going to slide through there, which is good. So what's this guy got to say to me? Probably something useful. Hey, you seem happy. I've become locked in that wall for quite a while. It's great to finally have some company again. What happened to you? I gave up, convinced I couldn't pass those crazy dart traps. I've had a long time to learn my lesson, and so I can teach it to you. Here it goes. Roses are red, violets are blue. Just use your slide, and they'll fly over you. Well, I knew that. So that's the Z key. Aha, it works. So we don't want to get hit by the traps, do we? Traps are bad for our health. There we go. And we managed to do that one without dying, which is quite a miracle for me. But it's not the most dangerous dungeon, that one. It's just a little bit tricky. I think this is the music I originally designed for the hug statues, wasn't it? But I don't know if there's hug statues in this level. So I don't know if it's particularly fitting. So there are some little moments. Oh, crud! As you can probably tell, Yannick, who probably I reckon this level was designed by Yannick. It's designed to be incredibly cruel because Yannick is a cruel human and he loves to watch people suffer. Especially me, who said that he would play through the entirety of Infinitrap. Oh. So what I've got to do is I've got to avoid dying at this point. So I've just got to be very patient, let the boulder come past, duck under the things, and then get through there. So what's this telly going to teach us? Sometimes when you're stuck, you'll have to find another way. Yep, okay, I know about other ways. So what we've got to do is we've just got to avoid dying. This skeleton's probably going to be part of a trap. You see, what he's going to have done is make it so that the skeleton will distract me as the darts go there. So I've got to use the Z jump to get through. That's terrible. I actually really like that synth bit there. Actually, no, this is the Minotaur one, I think. Yeah, this is the Minotaur thing. So, the Minotaur better be in this level, Yannick. Oh, that's interesting. So, what's happened is the level's changed, and it's... so, I've fallen into the Infinitrap, and now I've got to find an alternative route. And I reckon that the route is going to be up here, because that's going to be hard. Oh. Ah, smeg. Right, okay. So... I reckon if I just go up here without accepting the skeleton. Without accepting what the skeleton says, I won't fall into any form of trap. I reckon that the yeah, I reckon that I can get. Yeah, there's a couple up there. So you can just about see it up there. So what I've got to do is, for crying out loud. As you can see, I die a lot in this game. So what we're going to do is we're just going to dart through here. Anyway, so oh Smeg. You'd think that someone who did the music for a game would be pretty decent at it, but no, actually I'm a total colossal failure. Just at this, just like in everything in life. Anyway, ooh, there we go. Where? And there we go. We got the cup, which is great. So perseverance, we finally got through, and we didn't fall for the skeleton's trickery. Although he probably gives you a different route to completing the level, which is always good. So we've got the Great Hall, which comes next. Now, that's interesting. So the key's there, and we've got to go to the skeleton to see it. So, my friend, you have come far. To all whom reach this dreaded place, I've given my life only to deliver this message. Listen closely. If to advance is what you yearn, reach the cup. Don't pick it up. Instead, use me. Instead to me, if you return, the way unsealed will be revealed. Now, I've played this before, so I know that there is a little trickery that's involved with this. I'm not going to explain exactly what. I'm just going to do what I think is best. So, I'll try and do it without dying. Whoop. Whoop. Okay. So where are we? Oh, smanging out. Right. So we've got to get that one. That's quite a good technique, by the way. Just repeatedly sliding, and I've got no coins left. So, and what I've got to remember is that is a trap, that spider web. So it's going to gank me if I go on it. Oh, by the way, that exact chord was stolen from Jazz Jackrabbit. Thank you, Alexa. No! I picked it up. What a fool I am. Just ignore me. Anyway, welcome to the wonderful world of Alex is going to go miserable. So, this place is the graveyard, and this is horrifying. So, what I've got to do is just be as fast as I possibly can. And try not to do any stupids. Oh dear. I can't even remember how to get out of this one. Okay. Right, this level is monumentally cruel. So there's a thing there, So what I've got to do is I've got to just remember that everything designed in this level is there to kill me. And the person who designed this level is monumentally evil. I should know because he's one of my best friends. Okay. What? So my main thing is I don't panic. I've just got to do this and get the cup. Alright? Just got to be calm and don't be an idiot. Right, the Regret Hall. Okay, so what happens is I have to go back to the Regret Hall, and I need to follow the advice of the skeleton. So what I've got to do is, instead of being such a penguin and doing what I did before, I've got to do things slightly differently. And I thought I'd be nice and witty and not do it, but I was very, very dumb. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not going to do the slidey trick. That's just not going to work. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. so let's get this done. The thing is, there's probably people out there who will watch this and they're going to think, Alex, how come you're so bad at this? This is not hard. And it's like, this really is a hard game. It's not impossible though, because Yannick can do it, and if he can do it, he's Canadian, anyone can. But nah, he's really good. Dear. Let's see. Right. Oh, for Pete's sake. Right. Okay, I've got to get the key. Yeah, that Jazz Jackrabbit chord is just so good. Alexander Brandon's music is like some of the best computer game music that's ever been made. I think he's like one of the most underappreciated composers of all time. Right. Okay, so I am going to listen to the skeleton. I'm going to go back the way I came. Alright. Oh, fuck. So, you know, sometimes it's just like, I know that the game is punishing. I know that the game is really punishing, as you can probably tell. But it's like, sometimes I wish it was a little bit easier, because like, for me, it's every time I die like that, it's soul destroying, because I really think, you know, I really think maybe I can't do this. But I know that I can, because I've done it before. Oh dear. The key is, I guess, perseverance. And one of the beautiful things is when you finally beat the levels, you feel a real sense of achievement, because these are not easy levels, you know? Even if you are like me and you exploit like hell using your dead body just to win the entire game. Right, so what I've got to do is I've got to go back home. Got to avoid that. Oh, snake. Right. Okay, let's do this. We can do this. We're not bad. We are good people. And I have beaten this before, so I'm not gonna lose to this stupid game. I mean, the game's not stupid, it doesn't actually have a brain. My time limit is running out as well, that's another thing that I've got to pay attention to. Oh. Yep, come on. The problem is the closer I get to these, the boulders technically, if I'm going towards them, they increase their speed. And there we go, we've got to the cup, and that is great. So there's that sense of achievement. The thing is, it's not an easy game, and I think that when it's like some of the levels are a lot easier than others, but I think that who's this?
Greetings.
Who are you?
A puny mortal like me. You may call me Kalsu. I am the keeper of these places. Let me be the first to congratulate you for reaching this dungeon. Not many adventurers make it far, and I know you won't last long down here. So I'll give you your award now before your despair inevitably sets in. Golden keychain. The engraving needs to read the ochre. You think? It should say amazing. Well. Now this is the thing which I am so proud of. I actually came up with the idea of these AI, and basically they are like traps that move. So when you get close to them, they will basically change. So the layout of the dungeon actually changes depending on your movement and depending on the time that sort of passes between different things happening. Oh. And the thing is, these hedgehogs make things monumentally hard, because you never really know whether or not they're going to get you or not. Because it's like they'll stay still, and then the other ones will have moved completely to a completely different area.
I think that's a pretty original AI choice. I mean, I'm sure there are AI in games that have done that kind of stuff before, but I'm really proud of it. Anyway, that's like the only good thing that I've ever done in my life, so that's kind of depressing. So what I've got to do is, okay, this is designed to fall away and destroy me. So footsteps echoing through the corridor, right, so, right, there's a skeleton up there. We don't want to, alert the skeleton. Oh yeah, I've got to remember the pickup key is E. Right, so that skeleton is going to step on there, and I'm going to steal these things. Now, this is a little thing which reminds one of Bomberman, slightly. So we've got to be very careful about how we utilize these bombs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one first. Right, so okay. Okay, I've tarried too long in this place. Right. Okay. I've got to run, because once that bibba starts, that's when the horrible things come in to get me, which is not good. And it's my aim to not get got by the horrible things. Right, so here we go. We are being very brave today. So, I do think that the sound effects are a little bit too loud compared to the music, but you know, everyone who's a musician wants his music to be the biggest thing in the world, and one must learn not to be so full of oneself. Yeah, why the hell would they put another door there? I'll tell you why. It's because this place was invented by a guy called Yannick, and Yannick is like chaotically evil. He is without doubt one of the most sinister players in the history. Oh, I'm lucky that bug got in the way there. Okay, so that's not actually. This isn't actually that hard. You see, I always thought it would be a little bit harder, that part, but not too bad. And that is nasty because that's designed to perfectly open when I spawn. So basically, it's basically designed as a soul-destroying monument of destruction. So the main aim is to step onto that, and we've got to get the key here, I think. Because I have a feeling that the way that Yannick's got this game set up, he wants to make it so hard. Oh, lummineck. Right, anyway. Haha, I'm exploiting. Yeah, I'm just going to play that one easy. Well. Oh, there go me lights. As you can probably tell, we're having power issues in the area. Good thing this is a laptop, so it's not suffering from those. I love my little laptop. Yeah, PC would have been out so many times. Yeah, they say don't get a laptop for work. Well, I'll tell you something, it really helps when you have to deal with dodgy power. Oh, Skeleton's got some advice for me. Fireballs! Oh no, they cannot touch. The ones who know how to jump and crouch. I wish I knew that sooner. Really? I already knew that. Maybe because I played the game? Maybe because I'm Maybelline. Ooh. Is the Walrus really good at the game? Has he lied to all of his audience? Is he somehow going to... I accidentally actually did it. Okay, I did it because of my supreme skills. Ah, dear. Right, so conveyor's on fire. Oh, I don't know if I recognise this level. Oh, yes, I do. So, it kind of helps to have died like thousands of times playing this game before. Anyway, I'm going to die lots of times in this level. So, where are we? Hello, Kalsu. She gives me some information. Right. So, what we got to do is we've got to avoid them fires, because fires is bad for one's health. See. Oh, right, so we can't get through the fires like so. And we noticed that there's a secret one here. Right, so that didn't open before, right at the top, so we've got to be aware that that will open again. Oh, for crying out loud. You see, it's perfectly timed just to really, really stress you out if you're not a good player. It'd be nice if he gave me a restore point so that I didn't have to panic. So I've got to blow him up. I don't want to blow him up. Oh man, I hate killing my friends. And that goes for outside of this game as well. They just won't stop time. Right, where are we? Okay. Right, I'm not going to be able to get over with just one of these things. Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see, I got skills to pay the bills. Oh, smegging hell, I can't even do that with it anymore. Okay, let's see if we can Z jump it. Okay. For Christ's sake! Ah, oh, nuts. Gigantic, horrible explosions. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know you, Yannick. I bet you're laughing as you watch me fail. I bet you he loves watching me fail at this. I mean, I've recorded this game so many times, failed so many times, just trying to make it work. And I bet you every single time... Oh, nuts. I bet you every single time that he's watched me die, he has felt this small shiver of enjoyment that is reserved only for the incredibly mentally sadistic. That said, it is an incredibly good game, and the main problem with it is actually me being not particularly good. So, we're going to bomb him out. Ow, ow, ow. I'm going to put this one out here, and I can use my body. Yes, that was my plan all along, to utilize my body as a jumping platform. Aha! You never saw that one coming. Right, so what's going on? Wait. I think I've just been got in with a bug. I have got no idea what's happened, but I guess this is the end of my run. Okay, so I don't even know what's going on at the moment, but this is incredible. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be completing this one at any point soon. So thank you for joining me for this version of Infinitrap. What the hell's going on? Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit. I'm guessing that's something to do with the conveyor belt mechanics. Oh my god. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Anyway, I'll catch you next time on Infinitrap.